Hey everybody. I had my camera in the wrong angle there if you caught me at the beginning. I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday, June 19th. Summer is just rolling along. I hope you're having a great one. I am having a really nice one. I wish it would slow down a little bit because summer is my fave. I love to spend time outdoors and the heat doesn't bother me. I've got my iced tea ready to roll here for Make It Monday. I went out and got a salad for lunch. Our kitchen is kind of torn up right now. We are doing some little minor remodeling, getting some new countertops and things. So it is a mess. So I didn't even want to deal with the dust and all that. If you're here, say hello. I'd love to chat. I'm going to turn my comments on there. And I am going to turn my camera around. We have lots of news today. Lots of things. I'm trying to get rid of that shadow. Oh, it was my arm. Get rid of the shadow. During the month of June, so we just have a couple more weeks of June. When you join Stampin' Up, you get $155 worth of product for $99 and free shipping. So you can choose anything you want out that Stampin' Up currently sells, the catalog, the clearance, the online exclusives. You can get any of that. Hi, Kim Galvin. Any of that for $99. You do pay tax and free shipping. And if you'd like to discuss more about that with me, I would love to chat with you. There's no risk, no further obligation required. It's really a great deal. If you have a wish list greater than $99, I would encourage you to go this route. And in the description, I have a link to join if you don't have any questions. But if you do, I'd love to chat with you about it. I'd love to have you on our team. We have a great team. We also have a designer series paper sale going on right now. Select designer series papers are on sale right now for 15% off. The paper we're using today is normally $12.50 and you get a pack of it for $10.62 US dollars. Lots of good goodies there. So don't forget about that. That goes away at the end of June. Then also on Thursday, I'm having my monthly card party. Ooh, I got iced tea or something on my my little poster, or whatever you call this. It's this Thursday. If you're local to Kansas City, we'd love to have you. I have a bunch of just fun crafting ladies that come. You do not need any experience. I do a lot of the work for you, and it's just a fun couple of hours out of your day to relax and laugh and go home with some cards. And these are the cards we will be making. We're going to make this fun little crafty card. Don't you love these little spools of thread? I had to use that. So we're going to do a little crafty card. We're doing kind of an artistic card. We're going to learn how to use our Stampin' Write markers with stamps to stamp images. In fact, we're going to use that technique on both of these cards. And then if you're a little silly and a little snarky, we've got this card for you. I gave him a blue plume and a blue tail. I just love this rooster in the Hey Chuck stamp set. So these are the 3 cards we're going to make on Thursday. But today is the last day to sign up for that. So I can get everything cut. I do a lot of the cutting ahead of time for you. And so you can come and just enjoy the stamping and putting things together. And I have a little party favor for you. So to get all of that together in time, I need to know by today if you're planning on coming. All right, for today's card, this is another one of our cards that you can get for free with a free card kit with purchase. This is the card, and I'm going to show you a little technique to take a piece of your designer series paper, and I'm sure there's a name for this. I call it a puzzle. We're going to make a puzzle out of it, but I'm going to show you how to do that. And when you place an order of $40 or more with me during the month of June and use this host code M9CNUXG7, you will get a card kit to create all 3 of these cards. They're using the Cheerful Daisies stamp set and the Countryside in designer series paper. You get everything you see here, all the layers, all the die cuts. The only thing you will not get are the stamped sentiments, because I'm not allowed, Stampin' Up! Does not allow me to send any stamped images in a kit. But you will get the little sentiment tags, so you can use whatever you have in your stash to stamp those out with. So you will get all of that. I've sent a couple out already this month. And then I will email you the PDF tutorials. So you'll get these that you can download. You can print them out if you want. Don't pay attention to these red lines. This is my printer running out of ink. But you'll get all this step-by-step full color instructions to put the cards together. So this is the card we're going to make today. I'm calling it the Cheerful Daisies Countryside in Friendship card. There's also a link in the description if you want to place an order to get your free card kit. So don't forget to do that. The card base, what you're going to need for this card, hey Kay, how are you? Is 8.5 by 5.5. That's an A2 size card, and that's Night of Navy. Then I took a piece of boho blue, and it is 4.5 by 3.5. That's going to be in one of our layers. And then a basic white, 4 3/8 by 3 3/8. That's going to be a layer. And then we're going to cut up that designer series paper. I chose this pattern because I thought it would make the cutest little puzzle. We've got these little animal woodland creatures on there. And this one measures 3 1/4 by 4. And you need to pay attention to the pattern. The 4 inches the long side and the 3 1/4 is the width. So if you have a pattern on your paper, pay attention to how that pattern goes when you're cutting the paper. Okay? And then I also cut a small, I believe this is it's about a 1 3/4 inch circle. I used our Stylish Shapes. I used the 3rd to the smallest stitched circle die. I use those all the time. So that's what we need to put the card together. It's going to be real simple. We're going to fold our card base. I scored it at 4 1/4 right in the middle there. Fold it in half to make your card base. Then we're going to take that piece of boho blue and adhere it right. I'm going to use my liquid glue, I think. Right on the center of our card front. I'll put our little sample here so you can see it. And then I'm going to take our piece of basic white. Hey, Robin, nice to see you. How are you doing? Our piece of basic white cardstock. We're going to attach that. I just was talking about my card class on Thursday. I don't know if you're in town or if you're able to come, but we'd love to have you, Robin. Robin comes to a lot of my classes. She's an expert card maker. Thanks for joining us today. And then now we're going to take our designer series paper and I'm going to show you how to cut this. I've cut it, what is it, 1/4 of an inch. If you use this for, what would I say? Like if you were if you wanted to do the science or the math to figure out how to do this with a different size, I cut it 1/8 of an inch narrower than my layer I'm going to put it on. And then let's see, I think it's about 1/2 an inch shorter. So if you keep that math formula in your head, 1/8 of an inch narrower and 1/2 of an inch shorter than the layer you're going to adhere it to, it'll be the right size to kind of stagger it like a puzzle. Okay, and this is how we're going to cut it. Now, if you were going to do a different size, you might change up your cutting. I'll show you in a minute another card that I kind of did the same thing with, but I did it in a different mathematical, I don't know what to call it, mathematical way. Okay, so I did this so they kind of staggered in size. The top piece is a little bigger. So it is 1 3/16. So the 16ths are these tiny little divots on your trimmer. So 1 3/16. That is our first strip of our puzzle. Then the next one is 1 3/4. No, 1. I was going to say what? So 1 3/16. This one is 1, so 1 inch. I don't want it to move on me. Then our next strip is 3/4. There's where the 3/4 comes in. And then the final one is 5/8, which is the little divot after a 1/2 inch. That's how I remember that one. 5/8, and then you're left with a little 1/2 inch strip. I'm going to put this down here. It's on the way. So let's go over that again. There is 1 3/16, 1 inch, 3/4 inches, 5/8 inches, and 1/2 inch. My trimmer doesn't want to go where it goes. Okay, par for the course. So that they're staggered largest to smallest. So that's how I figured that out. And now the fun part, you could use I've showed you that trick with the it's not saran wrap, it is stretch and seal. You could get it all how you want it. In fact, I'll go grab it and show you that trick again. I'll just have to get up and go grab it. But you can get your pieces. Sometimes my fingers are sticky, so it helps to use a little. I just love how they kind of fit together. This would be easier for me. If I was standing up. I think that's good. I like that. We could use our, what is that called? You guys, if you think of it, if you can remember, it's like saran wrap, but it's sticky. But I'm going to use a piece of washi tape to get everything the way I like it before I glue it down. There we go. Then I can just put my adhesive, and I would suggest using liquid glue on something like this. That way you have a little fudge room. While the glue is still wet, you can kind of move everything around. And then we're just going to center it right on our card front. Yay! It's so good. Oops, this one squiggled. See how you can kind of move them around while they're still wet? I think I like that. See how the puzzle, we've got our little fox connecting, and this little fox, there's his little ears. So cute. Whoops! Didn't nail down my paper. Press and seal. Kim remembered. Press and seal. It would work the same way as I did my washi tape, only it would cover the whole piece for us. Okay, now we're going to stamp our little sentiment on here, and I'm using Night of Navy ink. And I'm using the Cheerful Daisies stamp set. On this card, we're not using any of the dies. Now, the other two cards in the card kit that you can get for free, you will receive these die cuts to make the little floral images. But this one, you'll just get the circle. Kim keeps the press and seal in her craft room in a box. I have a box in my closet across the way. I do use it and keep it. Actually, I use it for quite a bit of things. And these are the photopolymer stamp set, so they're the clear, and makes it very easy to stamp your sentiment onto a die or a tag. And then for a little bit of embellishment, I'm using just the tiniest bit of bordered ribbon. This is, I think it's Night of Navy is the color, yeah. It's kind of got a see-through linen looking in the middle, and then more of a satin trim. It's really cute. Reminds me of blue jeans. I'm going to grab my, that's probably too much, but we can trim it off. And then I'm just kind of crisscrossing it like a, you know, like the little cause ribbons that they wear for the different causes. And I'm going to take a piece of, what is this? Mini glue dot. I think will be the easiest. And I'm going to trim this here in a minute because this is too much ribbon. But just to get it to crisscross, that's how I did it. Kind of like one of those ribbons people tuck in their lapel. And then I'm going to adhere it to the back of my sentiment tag. And again, I'm going to use a if I want it that way or that way. We're going to trim that up here in a minute. And then I'm just going to stick some dimensionals on the back. And we can kind of use one on the ribbon to kind of hold it down as well. That, I call that smoke and mirrors. It doesn't matter what it looks like on the back. Nobody sees that. And then we're just going to tuck it down here on the right, bottom right hand side. How did I do that? I did it kind of like this. And then this one. This one kind of came unshredded. There we go. So that's how I embellished it. So that's how simple the card is. Then you could put a piece of your basic white on the inside and for your sentiment. And I don't know if I would use any of these for an inside, but it would be cute to put a little, stamp a little flower in the corner, or maybe some leaves, or these little flowers would be cute on the inside of your card, and then leave room for your note. So that is the last of the 3 cards that you will get when you place an order of $40 or more with me this month. Don't know what happened to the other 2. Here they are. Here they are. But you have to use that host code, and there's a link in the description. When you use that host code, that flags me to know to ship that out to you. And like I said, I've shipped a couple already this month, so I'm trying to keep on top of it so you get them in a timely manner. Also, if you are local to Kansas City, today is the last day. I'll remind you again of my card parties. My monthly card party is this Thursday. I have one at 1 in the afternoon and then one at 6:30 in the evening. So if you work during the day, come to the evening one. And these are the 3 cards we're going to be making. What else? I have a really fun party favor that I just figured out this afternoon. So as soon as I get off here, I will be making those party favors, and I'm so excited about it. Thank you, Kay. Kay says, cute and easy. Yes, my favorite kind of card. Oh, I was going to show you another card that I use kind of a similar technique, only this one I stamped. So I took a piece of basic white and I stamped my background, and then I cut them. These are even sizes. These we staggered the size, but these are all, let me tell you what they are. Whoops. 1 and I need to get a new ruler. 1 3/8. No. It's been a long day. The outside, the under panel is 1 1/2, so the inside panel is 1 3/8. Yeah, 1 3/8 by 3 3/8. So I just stamped with some stamps and then cut those panels, and it's just kind of like a little puzzle. I'm sure there's a name for that technique. I cannot, for the love of me, remember what the name is, but I call it the puzzle technique because I just think it's like little puzzle pieces. So thank you guys for joining me today. You're so nice to come on and chat. I love it when you chat. I will be back next Monday for Make It Monday. And you all, if I can answer any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And we will talk soon. Happy stamping.